I hope this video finds you well. We're off to the BVAC Thirlestane car show down in Lauder today. Should be about 1,000 cars going to this one. It's celebrating 50 years of motoring, so looking at a lot of 70s classics today. Loads and loads of different car groups and cars attending, so yeah, going to be heading along with Autobahn Scotland. Looking forward to it. This is almost certainly going to be something that's joining in front of us here. Yeah, let's go. Maybe I'll just make that out just over in the distance there, but that's almost certainly a car that's going to be joining us today. So there we go, we've just been into the services, fueled and washed the car for heading down. We're just heading to Dreghorn on the Edinburgh side bypass, meet the rest of the guys from Autobahn Scotland, whose stand we're on today. Yeah, should be a good day. Seen plenty of stuff in the garage there that's clearly on the way. There's another one passing us now, it's an old Morris Minor or something like that. 70s cars, as you can probably see, making their way down. Lost in the legroom, well, you don't see one of them every day. Another one heading the other way. So as you can see beside me, that's us arrived at Dreghorn. A couple of folk here. So just waiting for the rest of the guys to arrive, and then we'll get going. Few cars in the car park this morning. So another one there. Another nice Porsche. So that's pretty much everybody off the Autobahn Scotland stand here. Oh, there's a lot of still other cars turning up. The Porsche Owners Club maybe. Morning! There's more guys meeting up. Talbot Sunbeam. Try 'em. Right, time to go. No advertising at all, but it is time for some caffeine. So we are on the way. We're just, that's it, pretty much everybody here. This seems to be a popular meeting spot. A couple of Porsche Owners Clubs, various others here. So now 924 just arrived. Yeah, it's been a good morning so far already. Got the Apollo Capital AMG in front of us. Got a 600 LT and a 728 Spider behind me. Good convoy. Thirlestane Castle in the background, you can just about make it out. Quite an impressive array of cars in front of us, and behind us as well, to be fair. And that is it, we are here. This is going to be snug, get a bit of an adventure driving over the grass, but we've made it. So yeah, it looks like it's going to be a decent turnout. Hopefully the weather kind of holds off. It's forecast to rain about 1ish, but fingers crossed. Yeah, let's go and have a look at some of the cars. Got the Porsche Club just across from us, so I'll go and have a look at them in a minute. Try and find out who all the different groups are. Already a few interesting motors coming. This is just getting our own stand set up. Like I say, 720 Spider. 600 LT, of course the 570 GT, and the Porsches. This is one. That rounds out the Lotus there, Europa Special, rounding out our group. Gotta say, it does make for a cracking backdrop. So there we go, that's our Autobahn Scotland stand pretty much set up. Everybody here. Looking forward to having a wander around. There's already quite a lot of interesting metal. There's still loads and loads of cars arriving. Meant to be about 1,000 cars, I've said already. It's about 1,000 cars here today, so looking forward to getting around those. Lovely Alpha. Yeah, this is definitely going to be interesting if it rains. So, inside the 720, I just want to kind of have a look and compare and contrast to the 570. This obviously been a bit of a step up. Just looking at these fixed bucket seats, which are actually, now that I'm in one, are actually remarkably comfortable, with the added bonus of lots of sky. The good of places in at start.
Even knowing how I'm unreliable.
Lowered the lake level by a certain amount that was tolerable to
Right.
Hello. We lowered the lake level acceptable to him. There's one or three board, so that give us more
Lancia Fulvia, Monte Carlo. One from the Lancia relaunch. This is the Morris owners. Talbots, Sunbeams, Triumphs. Yeah, I know we're only a minute or so into this video, or a couple of minutes into this video, but there is definitely going to be a lot to see today. I might even struggle to get around all of this, but I will definitely capture as many cars as I can. If your car is here today, obviously let me know, or if you were at the event today, or you're just watching this video, let me know if you spot a favourite in the comments. It would certainly mean a lot. A fairly large stand, the Triumph guys this year. There's some more over here. You can probably hear the wind's picking up a little bit, but it's staying dry, so that's the most important thing. There you go, we've got our Lotus in the Autobahn group over there. Not dissimilar. As you can probably figure out from the cars we're looking at, this is the Lotus Owners Club. Near there. To say that there's a fair bit to see today is a bit of an understatement. Now these definitely some properly 80s wedges, but I absolutely love these. Big Lotus fan. Mini owners. I say the variety of cars today again is a bit of a... Going to go and say hello to the Scooby owner there. Hello again, nice to see you. I see the public gates have just opened. There's people starting to filter in now. Try to see what we've got here. Even camper vans. It's not all just it's not all cars that are here today. There's campers, there's vans, all sorts. So this is the Pentland Classics. This is their stand. Something American. It probably doesn't translate in the video just how big these cars are. Also always had a soft spot for the Z3. And I'm sure this is the one we saw at Bo'ness last week. Having owned the Alpine, I've always been a bit of a sucker for all things French. They do make a quirky car. Great map there, just showing everything we're trying to see. Plenty to get around. So the Porsche enthusiast group had the foresight to bring a tent with them, like it. We saw this car 2 years ago at Bo'ness. I mistakenly labelled it as a 996 rather than a 964 and got all sorts of hate from the Porsche owners. Yeah, apologies. Plenty to see and do today as well. You might be able to make out in the background, that's the pipe band just started. So even laid on a bit of entertainment. But let's continue our wander around. Now the Porsche enthusiasts on this side, and the actual, where we go here, the Porsche Club. Okay, got one of these on the Autobahn stand today. A GT3 RS. I'm a big fan of the Targa, so it's like a really good look. Spider RS. A really sizable stand that Porsche owners have got this year. The GT3. There we go. Definitely not short of a Porsche today. Some classic Vauxhalls. Chevette. Yeah. So this is the Scottish M Club. They got a really impressive array of metal. Little Z3 Coupe. These are actually surprisingly rare. I've always been a big fan. I always had a soft spot of them. Next to Ferrari. Somebody's going to be able to tell me what kind of Ferrari it is. Now last time I said it was a 488, but I'm sure somebody will be able to tell me otherwise. Amiras are certainly well represented this time. This will be the third or fourth one I've seen.
And then outside the road, the police car went past. They just turned the lights off.
Super.
Just kept going. No, I think there's things we can do.
GT4. Now, I'm not a detective by any stretch of the imagination, but I think that this Toyota IQ might have been modified slightly. Okay, some East Coast Customs out today. Pretty sure we saw this Hyundai at Bo'ness as well. Just, well, maybe not actually. I've got to love a decent colour scheme in a car though. I do like that. Maybe an acquired taste, but yeah, I have acquired it. So there are various concourses around the place as well, which are kind of labelled like this. So this is the sporting, the interesting, the unusual. So Opel Monaro, is it? No. Let's have a look. Oh, it is a Monaro, there you go. Really need to know what is interesting about this Citroen Berlingo van here. Like, you'll need to see. So yeah, not all sports cars, supercars and 70s classics today.
Aye, we even some more. We used up for a couple of years. Now
So a few folks having a look around the Autobahn stand, certainly. This is the Rolls-Royce Enthusiast Club. Couldn't help but notice that one of the cars on the Rolls-Royce stand is actually a Ferrari FF. I say they do make a lovely car. Oh, Bentley.
yeah, well, that's
A bit of car chat being had in all the different groups. And that's a great thing about days like this, is everybody kind of gets out, everybody just mingles, chats away, meets other car enthusiasts as well. Yeah, let's keep going. This is the Aston Martin Owners Club. A few fairly rare sights here, it's got to be said. Who doesn't love an Aston? Definitely another instantly recognisable shape, and one I'm a big fan of. Definitely wouldn't rule out an Aston at some point. Now, it's fair to say that there's classic cars and there's classic cars, and I think these fall into the classic car category. 1926. Where it all began, really. So this is the Alpha owners.
Alright, okay.
So this one on the way in. I've always been a sucker for a Brera as well. I always think they're definitely cars that are going to age well. Potential future classic maybe. It's another one of the concourses. Different events and entertainment being laid on. The bikers entertaining everybody just now. Getting themselves warmed up for a jump or two.
Ladies and gentlemen. All the way up the top there. Give them a huge round of applause, ladies and gents.
Back to the concourses, so we're going to have a look at the 40s and 50s. You can see here the bike show still going on in the background. That's something you don't see every day.
So they've got to jump up onto the tee, bounce all the way along, down the other side, nice and simple. Well, it's not simple though, because if you look how thin these are, there's a lot of skill going involved in this. Now those tight trousers, ladies and gents, are very tight. Don't look directly at them. Start looking at them. He's up for the competition today.
I saw this and I had to giggle.
You don't like it when Nick beats him, so that's winding him up. Look at that, his legs out there like a dog having a wee, it was, I tell you. Nearly there.
Moving on to the Jaguar owners.
Oh! And he's teetered over, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause. floors there. More for deck than anything, for getting him over.
Got a Lister body kit on it.
Right, come on, show him how it's done then. 4th gear? Alright. You're talking to me like I know anything about more. So we've got time for one more obstacle this show.
There's a Messerschmitt. Famous, of course, for airplanes.
We've got 2 more obstacles in quick succession, ladies and gents. And then we'll do more in our 2nd and 3rd show, so do come back. Look at him there, Lasser on the back.
Again, this thing is massive.
Yeah, round of applause for that. So we're going to quickly make our way down.
This is the Corvette owners. Gotta appreciate an American car. Next to the Mini owners. The Cumbria Classics. Was just talking about my car. There it is. Alright, how you doing?
Alright, good, aye.
Guy Conan's car photography I follow.
Aye, please do.
Just. It's the Vauxhall owners.
They're on display at the moment in front of the castle, alongside a selection of BVAC vehicles.
This is the Stag Owners Club, as you can probably tell by all the Triumph Stags. So I get a closer look at the back of the Stingray R. So this is Thirlestane Castle. This is the backdrop for the event today. A cracking backdrop. And here they've got a compare for the whole day as well. So the Sporting Bears, they arrange drives for charity, raise money for charity, which is what the cars in the bit here are. There's an impressive castle. So given this is a display of 70s cars mostly, these are the 70s cars that have been laid out for the BVAC Classic today. Got the spot in front of the castle here. The Clan Crusader, I think we've seen this one down at the Cars and Coffee at Jedburgh occasionally. Lancia. You might be able to hear in the background as well, they have got some cars running circuits as well. Little Labarth. Not a bad angle to catch the MG Owners Club and the Mustangs there as well at the back. There's MGs from another angle. And there's the Southeast Jaguar owners. Fusels. The collection of Nissan Figaros. I love these, right up there with the Daihatsu Copen is a fairly quirky sort of car, but they do have a charm. I like them. Sitting next to the Mustangs. As we head out of the yellow zone and head towards the green. A fair amount of work has gone into some of these, it has to be said. This one is Slimer clearly.
Who do we have here?
If you've seen the channel before, you can just about make it the mask in that. Used to have them in the Alpine. This is the Capri owners. This is the Scottish Kit Car Club, so not too sure if this Lotus is a kit car, then surely not. There's some interesting stuff on show here. So various car groups going into the sort of main ring there. They do sort of groups about, just getting everybody to describe their cars. This is the next group ready to go in. I just saw this, I had absolutely drawn to this Renault here. This is an incredible looking thing. Properly rare sight, this.
Same year as the Morris next year, as an MGTA.
So this is the Renault Sport Spider. I say probably not a daily, absolutely, but definitely a rare sight.
See everybody.
There's so much to see. I'm definitely going to miss some stuff.
Thank you very much, and thanks for bringing me along today. Ian mentioned that they have
You mentioned the GTO.
milestone cafes in Concours, so all the members come along with their vehicles with some bacon, coffee, tea, etc., and a general chat. So again, another plus point for the BVAC. Remember, if you would like to join the BVAC, the yellow tent at the side of the ring. Next we have a slightly more modern these are ones that come or deals from the coast. Good morning.
Bentleys. It's the Bentley owners group. This one ever so slightly more modern than the rest. Recognise that Alpha.
For the window winder. Did you find one? Found the window winder.
I've met these guys at a few shows before with the classic Tonics van. We were at Bowness a couple of years ago. Got the original van there. Hiya, pal. Hello, yes, I see you. Hiya. So as you can see behind me, we've got plenty of different stalls there. We've got everything from aero modelers, we've got food, got the tea cakes and all that kind of stuff as well. So yeah, plenty of stuff to keep looking at, but let's keep going. Although I think since we're here, it's probably a good time as any to stop and get some food before we carry on looking at the cars. We're probably only about halfway through, to be honest. There we go, so that's the food situation sorted. So Mercedes are laying on some sales demos next to the Land Rover guys.
Approximately 2:30 we have various tents, fast food, drink, automobile stand. There's all sorts of things about the show that we'd like to walk about. Meantime, coming into the main ring are some representative vehicles from...
I know I'm going to keep sounding like a broken record here, but again, the variety of cars on show today is absolutely nuts. There's so much to see. There's another Concours. This is the 80s and 90s stuff. Who doesn't love a Rover? Another BMW coupe there. Might notice that the commentary's kind of died off a little bit, but yeah, actually I'm still piling into my burger. Saw this one on the way in. So there is some stuff here that I think I'm going to need to ask what it is.
Registration number is Romeo Sierra Golf 37.
Ah, Marcos.
Romeo Sierra Golf 37.
Jensen. Really is so much to look at. Proof is needed that Volvo actually made some spectacular looking cars back in the day. Scimitar. Come back and have another look at this. So I've just decided to retreat back to the car for a bit, just devour my burger. So we're probably only about halfway through the number of cars that there is to see, so still a few more to go. I've seen this in the channel before, but I've always got to have another look at the size of this engine. It's absolutely nuts. Right, time for another wander now. Let's go and see the second half of the show here. So it's got to be said, car clubs generally and the car scene is a bit of a community. I've run into so many people here that I've met at sort of various car meets and events, and yeah, it's been nice. Hello to everybody who's watching this as well. If you were here today, nice to see you. A few more stalls and shops and stuff up the top end here as well. Everything you could possibly need. We've seen this Volvo at quite a few shows, including North Berwick, where it runs out. Always nice to see. Marina.
Up this way, direction from the factory, like the dealers.
Yeah, some cracking motors in here too. Right.
Who's the cook between you two, or you both cook? Weird.
So this is we've seen this car at a few events as well. Actually quite a rare car. An interesting Saab down there, the green one.
Yes, well, I might as well try it.
Like a quicker look at the Saab. This is the 1960s stuff, again, another one of the concourses. Yeah, come and have a closer look at this. It's the another look at the Marcos. Do like that.
Come on, Jack. Can you do better? You'll notice Jack's concentration face is very serious.
Not just cars. Triumph Herald. Forest Minor. Right, what have we got here? Yeah, there really is some unique stuff here. The Border Reavers Club. KW Auto.
Oh, this isn't a holiday. This is just a day out.
Kirby. This is the Lothian Volkswagen Club. American Motors. I'll tell you what, the colour of this does make it. Mustang Mach 1. So I need to try and find out which stand this is. We've even got military vehicles. Royal Navy. Obviously a lot of these are just put on by volunteers who are giving up their time to be here, so really interesting mixture of motors.
During the Second World War.
Again, for the entertainment's been laid on, we've got a lot of cars doing some off-roading here as well. You can see them here. This is their start line down here. The guys in Defenders. Border Coast Car Club. So many different little car clubs here, it's actually really heartening to see how many different clubs there are.
Fresh way to approach a dull or dangerous.
I actually don't know which direction to go in, to be honest.
Preferable to doing a dangerous thing without style.
So in about 10 minutes or so, we're actually going to go into the arena. There was an arena where all the different groups go in, kind of show the cars to all the kind of people attending. So we're going in fairly shortly. So yeah, we're going to head back and do that. You might be able to see as well, that's the sun starting to come out again. So the forecast terrible weather has not really materialised. It's actually turned out to be thoroughly pleasant. Interesting to see what this is. It's obviously a kit car but built on obviously the base of a Z3 Bertini.
That's the Lotus Elan.
Missed the TVR owners the first time I was having my walk around there. Great cars, quintessentially British and sometimes terrifying. The Austin Healey's. As you can hear in the background, that's the bike guys back on again. So we're just getting ready to head over into the ring just now. So this is inside the circle. in the 600 LT coming round, and the MG GTR from Apollo Capital.
Donald, good afternoon, Donald.
Good afternoon, thanks for having us. Autobahn Scotland was formed about 4 or 5 years ago with 6 cars. We now have 800 subscribers and quite a few members. We have gold, silver and bronze members. The club's made up of a diverse amount of cars. As you can see here today, we've got Mercedes, McLaren, Ford, Audi, Lotus. Yeah, so we've got a really eclectic mix of cars. The club's involved in dealership visits such as McLaren.
Willie, you are right here behind me. I need to apologise to you because I've been calling your car a 720S the whole day. It's a 750S, so apologies, I've done you of 30Ss. So, yep, 750S. I can see it written on the door. There we go, a cracking backdrop with the castle there. Donald giving a wee bit in the background on the cars there. You can probably just about make him out of the window there.
That's on this is quite exceptional. Thanks very much for having us today.
David, thank you very Donald, sorry, thank you very much.
There we go, we've made it back over in one piece. We've had a bit of a reshuffle, but we're all back. Jack. The weather's held off, clouding up a wee bit now. Somebody's brought their house with them, it's a clever idea. Hiya, pal. Hey, having too much fun.
There you go.
Hi, beat the traffic.
You can understand why the organisers tell you stay.
We good. Just realising that the last car group that I haven't filmed are the ones right next to us. It's this group of Triumphs here. There's been a few cars that have kind of turned up later as well, so it's just catching up any that potentially we haven't got around. It's now 3:30 in the afternoon, so we've been here for a good 5 or 6 hours, and we've probably covered everything, but definitely plenty to see. Never did ask about the Berlingo and who that belongs to.
Not last night, but the night before. Again, Scott and myself were out on the ABS, so this car to the castle and
A thoroughly pleasant day it's turned into.
I'm coming right to yeah, so Scott's one of our very committed members. He answered that call and came in, helped the nurses do their home visit on Autobahn.
You still hear the off-road cars up the back. What a glorious day it's turned into as well with the weather.
Or anything at all like that. The orange tent at the top of the hill. Now next in the ring we've got another car club. This is the Pilling Old Car Club. Small car club this one, but very interesting, and this is what the car
Like that shade of blue.
clubs are all about. You don't have to have hundreds of vehicles, you don't have to have...
Got loads of different stalls again. An off-road experience there. And again, a couple of the car dealers. Also, I looked at Mercedes earlier on. Toyota have got some a bit here as well. It's the Scottish Off-Road Club. We've seen that's the ones that we've seen going about the place on the track at the back there. Even a couple of taxis. TT owners. Here's some of the future classics.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, one of the few remaining Ford.
Some cars that used to be fairly common sights but are now becoming a little bit rarer.
And the Helmet Avenger, Sunseeker version. We're just waiting on them to come in. And then they will leave the ring.
So I saw this car here and it definitely took me back to my childhood. I love this. Look. I used to have a Coca-Cola football with that on it. Well, it was the alloys for me. There you go. Yeah, definitely one of my favourites. Absolutely spooky. So I was just talking about the Coca-Cola footballs and they've actually got one in the window here. There we go.
And then that will take us nicely to circa 4 p.m.
Getting all misty-eyed here, I tell you. I'm going to see inside of this one. Did anybody have one of these balls when they were a kid? Or is old enough to remember Italia 90? Definitely give me a shout in the comments.
For a particular purpose. We'll let them go round, then we'll pull them into the middle, and we'll have a word with them, and we'll listen as they do their prize giving. So, hill rally competitors from this weekend.
So it was an 840 CSI, it was an 8 series of some kind.
We are
Cleo Williams. Lotus Carlton, so there's actually one of these in the Millsdale collection. So again, another rare sight indeed. It's definitely some future classics. Classic Escort. Now the guys from the On the Edge Stunt bike show. You might not be able to make out very well from this video. The shovels are not a good sign. They're not going anywhere for a while, I don't think. So I had to come back and have another look at the Messerschmitt now. You've got the roof open. So all that really remains as per is just to thank you guys for watching. Again, it really does mean a lot that you persevered with us and watched the whole video. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, please do that. It would certainly mean a lot, and we will see you for the next one.
That's won by Hailing Alley with